Welcome back to the Lion Experience. This is your boy, Lion of God. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, take the time to do so right now. So again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Lion Experience, because all of my future videos, they're going to include some valuable information that's going to help you grow mentally, physically, and spiritually. All right, we're going to go ahead and hop right in. Today's topic is going to be about how to manipulate muscle and fat loss gain. You know, we're going to go ahead and just put foods out of the equation for the most part. We're not going to think about, when it comes down to losing muscle, gaining muscle, losing fat, gaining fat, obviously, first off, we want to think what? Calories in versus calories out. Meaning that the calories we consume versus the calories we actually burn. So in the end, it doesn't really matter what we eat, right? Again, the actions we take dictates the performance of the body. Meaning what we eat, what we sleep, what we drink, the people we place ourselves around, the situations, the thoughts, everything dictates how the body will perform. So what do I mean about we're not really focusing on food? Because again, if my goal is to eat anywhere from 1,600 to 1,800 calories per day, right? And within 3 to 4 or 5 months, theoretically speaking, I would have lost anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds. Now, when we backtrack or rewind, right? If I'm eating 1,800 calories of, broccoli, carrots, lean meats, drinking water, eating my fiber, everything that I need to eat, just a balanced nutrition meal, right? As time progressed, my energy levels, right, whether it be my mental fortitude, my physical fortitude, or my spiritual fortitude, it will enhance as the weeks, as the months progress. Now, let's just say if my goal is to eat 1,800 calories and I'm eating like fried chicken or fried potatoes, eating a lot of, in theory, if I'm eating 1,800 calories, and if I'm eating fried potatoes, I really wouldn't be eating a lot. I'm going out to eat. I'm eating all chips, drinking sodas. So whatever that I need to eat that equates to 1,800 calories. So theoretically speaking, as my days progress, right? As my weeks progress, as my months progress, theoretically speaking, I would not have the same energy. If I clone myself, right? And I'm the exact same person, eating the exact same, I'm the same person, but I'm eating clean and nutritious here, making, logical, nutritional decisions versus eating 1,800 calories here. Again, the same person eating, terribly. Not eating nutritional, not thinking nutritional, not placing myself around good people, good thoughts, good situations. As the days progress, if I'm the exact same person with the exact same genes, with the exact same everything, theoretically speaking, as 3 to 4 months progress, right, what would happen? Myself who's eating nutritiously, I'm going to have way more energy. Now, we both more than likely will lose the same weight per se, or theoretically speaking, the weight gain / loss really wouldn't be the problem for this person here, right? The only problem that this person would probably face, the one that was actually eating terribly and, not placing himself around positive things, what would actually happen with him would be is that as time progressed, he wouldn't have the energy to keep going. It wouldn't mean that he wouldn't lose any less weight than I would lose, but as that first month, as that second month, progressed, his mindset, his physical set, his spirit set wouldn't be in the exact same place as mine. So if indeed you don't have the mental fortitude or the spiritual fortitude to keep going, then you wouldn't have the exact same gains as myself. Now, even if indeed you could keep going, you would have the same gains per se, but your energy level as time still progressed wouldn't match mine. Meaning that eventually, right, you would hit a wall and then you would basically backslide and you'd be back in the same position you were 2 to 3 months before that. Eating terribly or eating even more terribly, gaining the weight back, so on and so forth. So again, that's not the true focus today, right? When I refer to muscle gain versus fat gain loss, right? What do I actually mean? All right, so the first thing we're going to discuss is about gaining muscle, right? So again, I've had a lot of people, speak about I don't run because I'm going to lose my muscle and I'm going to do all this crazy stuff. But here is a top secret that I'm going to tell you. So if indeed, right, you're running anywhere from 3 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles, 30 miles. Theoretically speaking, 10 miles. We're going to say 10 miles is going to be the magic number. Now here's the thing. So when we run, right, whether we run fast, again, okay, so when we run fast, carbs are the fuel of choice, factually speaking. When we run slow, right, which is aerobic training, your body can use carbs or fat as fuel. Now, carbs will be used first, more than likely, then on to fat. Now, theoretically speaking, once we do not have any fat left in our body, right, or any onboard carbs, what are the body's going to use? The body's going to start grinding away at muscle. Now, let's just say you don't have any more muscle. I mean, that's highly unlikely, right? Then what would the body use as fuel? The body would use other organs. Again, factually. Now, let's just say my goal is to not lose muscle, right, while I do my endurance training, whether it's running, whether it's doing swimming, biking, whatever the case may be. Now, here is the kicker. If you're running and you don't want to lose your muscle, or you say you want to keep muscle mass around, what you want to do is lift weights while you do so. What do I mean? Okay, so this is what happens when you lift weights while you run. When you lift weights while you run, you're telling your body that I am using these muscles. Don't use them as fuel. Don't burn them. Instead, use that fat as fuel. Simple, right? I mean, look, my goal is to make sure you understand the process. I don't need to use big words. I don't need to, tell you something what a scientist said. Simply put, when you run, excessively or just a little bit, if you want to stay lean, shredded, cut, have a nice bulk, have a nice have your muscles look real carved out, you want to basically lift. Because again, you're telling your body, I'm using these muscles. Do not use these muscles as fuel. Use my fat instead. All right, so what about losing muscle though and keeping fat? So here's the kicker for someone who needs to lose muscle mass, right? And who wants to keep fat, or not even really want to keep fat, but really wants to lose mass. And you wonder, why would somebody want to lose muscle mass, right? Because everybody has the desire to be big. But somebody like myself, I'm a runner. I like to compete. I like to stay agile. I like to stay mobile. I like feeling like I'm 19. So for me, with my body type, right, I hold on to muscle extremely easy. If I look at weights, I will put on mass. Let me repeat. If I look at weights, I will put on mass. So what I had to do this year, for 8 months, I had to stop lifting. So again, what I did was I said, I'm not using these muscles. And so guess what your body does? Your body's going to store fat, right, for later use. and it's going to use the muscle as fuel. Simply put, whether I needed to lose mass here, lose mass in my legs, again, I'm not lifting right because I'm not using those muscles. I'm not using the muscles. So again, I am telling my body what? I'm not using these muscles. Instead, I'm going to use fat for fuel later or to actually feed myself. Because now the body's thinking like, I need to eat. I need to fuel itself. What can I use? Oh, the muscle in his arms are expendable. Or the muscle in his back are expendable. Or the muscle in his legs are expendable. All right, so let's just say if you're a runner, right? What do you use the most? Your legs. So naturally speaking, your legs will become leaner, will become stronger just because you're running on them. So now let's move to our third point. So let's just say you don't want to lose any additional weight, whether it's muscle or fat that you've acquired, right? Because again, if you're an endurance athlete, what people don't understand is we always want to keep fat in certain places. You know, like for me, I'll keep it right in the lower part of my stomach, right? Literally. Like, people always say, what's your body fat percentage? I'm like 5, 6, 7, but I got enough fat stored, and you don't really see it because I'm still carved down, like 6-pack down, but again, I still got my little fat stores, right? Which is fuel, right? For later use. And again, depending on how we train, we mandate the body to adapt. But again, let's just move on to, let's just say you're 140 or 200 pounds and you don't want to lose or gain. So what we can do is we carb load. So we give our bodies fuel to feed itself. Simple. Simply put, that is it. We'll carb load. I mean, for me, I like to eat pasta. You know, I mean, I like to eat potatoes, different things like that, wheat bread, brown rice every now and again. But I mean, those are the things that you do to really give your body fuel. Because what people don't understand is the body is a machine. What we feed it dictates its performance. Simply put, there's nothing else that you need to know. The foods we put into our body is fuel. It gives us the energy that is needed, right, to complete our daily tasks. Whether it's weight training, whether it's running, whether it's swimming, whether it's working on a job, whether it's running after our kid, it doesn't matter what we're doing, but the foods we put in dictates the quality of life that we have each and every day we wake up. So let's move on to the fourth point. So let's just say you're a girl, right, or female or a lady. And the same thing. You want to work out, right, but you don't want to lose your butt. You want to work out, right, but you don't want your breasts to get small. You want to work out and you want to tone your arms. So again, think back to what I just said. So if you're a female, right, and you want to keep your butt, nice size butt, right? Just say if you don't want to lose your breasts. Because most women that work out, they lose all of that because you know why? They're not eating the proper way. They listen to people that don't have the knowledge. So what do I mean? So if you're a female, right, and you don't want to lose your butt, you don't want to lose your breast, you just want to tone your arms down, you want to lose your stomach, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do everything that I just stated. You're going to carb load, right? Because what's going to happen? Basically, instead of you saying like, hey, use this fat on my butt or use the fat from my breast as fuel, basically now I'm carbing up. Use these carbs as fuel. Simply put, use the carbs as fuel. Now, at the same time, I'm lifting as well. Now I'm lifting light weights. So what am I telling my body again? Or what are you telling your body? I'm lifting these weights, right? A lot of reps, 20 to 50, 25 reps, because most women, right, they want to have nice, lean, lean, long, pretty, nice and cut and well put together arms, right? So again, we're telling our body, I'm using this muscle, keep it. Same thing with my core. I'm using my core. I'm working it. I'm working it. Now again, I'm telling my body what? Everybody has abs. That's what people fail to realize. It just has fat over it. So the same thing again I'm doing. I'm telling my body, right? I'm using these muscles. Keep my abs around. Keep my abs around. Keep my arm muscles around. Keep all of my muscle around. If indeed you stayed into this part of the video, simply put, whenever you decide to run or do any type of cardiovascular training and you do want to lose your muscle, don't use them. So again, if you do want to use your muscles, do not use them. Your body will use that as fuel. Now, if you don't want to lose your muscle when you do any type of running or cardiovascular training, use your muscle. Meaning lifting a weight room or any type of resistance training you're taking part in, you're telling your body that pretty much I'm using these muscles, do not use this as fuel, use fat and whatever else within my body as fuel. That's it. That's how you manipulate muscle / fat loss gain. You train your body to work how you want it to work. Simple. And if you want your body to keep your fat or whatever muscle you do currently have around in your body, carb load, baby. Now what you're doing is telling your body that, look, do not use this fat nor muscle as fuel. Use these carbs as fuel. Simple. This is your boy, Lion of God. If you would like to continue watching this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Lion Experience. If indeed you would like to continue listening to this song, On the Moon, follow my son's YouTube channel, AVNJ. Again, AVNJ. Thank you and have a blessed day.